have a massive Yankees trade update as Yankees insider Joel Sherman has indicated the team has no intentions of trading the Martian Jasson Dominguez at the trade deadline, and we have to talk about it. So what's up, guys? Welcome back to Yankees Digest. It's Chris here, and we're going to jump right into the video as we always do, because recently there has been some discourse with the fact that the Yankees have to make a trade since they have no leadoff hitting despite having two of the best batters in the MLB. Brian Cashman has done absolutely nothing to put any contact around them to get hits with guys on base. And clearly they're going to have to make a trade, and the best way to do that is obviously to go into your list of prospects and use them as trade chips to get current stars around Juan Soto and Aaron Judge for your offense. And, well, Sherman kind of broke down what things are looking like, and let's jump right in and take a peek. Because according to Sherman, the Yankees reportedly aren't looking to trade outfield prospect Jasson Dominguez, despite him missing almost the entirety of the 2024 season due to injury. Now, if you don't know or you forget, Jasson Dominguez came up last season and was everything we hoped he would be. He was a nice center fielder, athletic, great arm, great fielding, unbelievable bat on this kid. We all knew what Jasson Dominguez could potentially be. What was it? 5 years back when he was 16 years old, and the Yankees used all of their money on international prospects on Jasson Dominguez. That is how much they believed that he could become Dominican Mike Trout. That was the joke. Obviously, that's where the nickname the Martian comes from. The man is just known to have some of the highest potential baseball has seen in a very long time. It's up there with the best of them outside of Shohei because the two-way playing, of course. But look, with where the Yankees stand, they need contact bats. They could probably get a really high-level all-star contact bat using Jasson Dominguez as a trade chip, but the team doesn't want to. And I don't know how most Yankee fans feel about this, honestly, but I know one thing. I am thrilled they are not looking to trade Dominguez. I think Jasson Dominguez can come in and impact the team in a big way right away, and I would love to see him be the Yankees' future center fielder. I don't like Judge out in center field. I've never liked him in center field. I always thought it made the most sense if he played right. If they want to stick Soto there because he's fielding better than expected, being out in right field, then stick Judge in left. I understand it's not using his powerful arm properly, but I don't care. I really don't. I don't like Judge having to cover that much ground. I just don't think it's a very good idea. Clearly, Aaron Judge is also playing the best baseball of his life. He's basically just Barry Bonds, or the closest thing anyone's ever seen to Barry Bonds. So I could objectively just be wrong right here. But Judge is not long for the outfield. We all know sooner rather than later he's going to take over at first base. Ben Rice is a catcher more than a first baseman. He is not the Yankees' first baseman for the long-term future. For the rest of the season, yeah, he'll be at first base. I would be shocked if Jose Trevino was long for this team at this point. I love Trevi like all of us, but Rice is going to take over. You have Rice and Wells there. You're chilling at center field. At catcher. If I ever see Austin Wells in center field, that's actually it. That's when I just take the hat and I fling it out of here because that would be ridiculous. But look, here's the deal. When it comes down to brass tacks, the Yankees have enough prospects that they won't have to trade Jasson Dominguez. And like Jasson Dominguez, there is another prospect that the Yankees seemingly have no interest in moving. I think y'all know who I mean. Because two evaluators concurred that the Yankees had Jasson Dominguez and Spencer Jones as their most protected prospects, with last year's first-round pick shortstop George Lombard, who's still only 19 years old, playing a very low A ball right now, just below them. The rest of the system was perceived as more available in trades. So as what the right move is, the Yankees, it's not that they're not willing to trade their prospects. They don't want to trade Jasson Dominguez and Spencer Jones because they believe very heavily. Dominguez has been with the Yankees now, or with the Yankees organization now for, 5 years almost? I mean, he's 21, 22 now, signed at 16. Like, truly an unbelievable talent. We all saw it coming one day. He's finally kind of here. He would be here, but he had to get Tommy John surgery on his arm. And that's not as bad for offensive players as much as it is for pitchers, but still, they're being careful with him, which is totally the right move. Dominguez is also jacked. He's got massive arms and a lot of muscle tonnage and just a lot of muscle, which does help with recovery. So it's kind of a mystery if Jasson Dominguez is actually going to play for the Yankees this year. We kind of know Spencer Jones is not. He's an all-star in the minor leagues. Both him and the Yankees pitching prospects, or the specific prospect who Brock Selvich, they're both all-stars. They're both coming up as these rising star talents. They're getting recognized in AAA ball. Now, Selvich, it does seem like they might be willing to trade, at least more so than Spencer Jones. And really, I would love to see Jones and Dominguez in the outfield next year, and I think that's more likely than people are kind of realizing at the moment. I think it would be a good fit, personally. I think things would work like that. But I do want to know what you guys think on that topic also. As Aaron Boone has mentioned, though, Dominguez has got a ways to go before rejoining the team. And on top of that, as Joel Sherman mentions, Yankees prospects, including Augustin Ramirez, Jared Cerna, and Jack Neely, are all potential trade options, while shortstop Oswald Peraza, outfielder Everson Pereira, and pitcher Will Warren could also potentially be considered in deals. Now, guys like Peraza, Pereira, and Will Warren, all of them were mentioned in a potential Dylan Cease trade when the Yankees are really going hard for him. Obviously, the Padres won that. Is what it is. Cease is a free agent pretty soon after all, so the Yankees, if they decide to pay him, maybe he'll sign. But the Yankees seemingly are weird about paying people now because Hal Steinbrenner has decided to forget what his dad was all about and is basically with Brian Cashman as the two of them are trying to reenact Moneyball. Well, guess what, Brian Cashman? You don't have hair like Brad Pitt, and you're not as good of a GM as Brad Pitt was in Moneyball. Sorry to say. I know you want to ring with the Yankees, and you've been here for around 80 bajillion years for some reason, but I'm not loving these moves, man. I'm not loving it. Why do we have no contact hitting? If we're willing to trade Oswald Peraza, guess what? Teams would take him. Teams would give a lot for Peraza. Teams would be interested in acquiring a good defensive center fielder like Everson Pereira. Why not move him? And I understand the deadline's coming up, and there's going to be more trades around then, and there's a good chance that those guys do get moved. But what's with the stinginess? Y'all knew Anthony Volpe was your shortstop of the future last year, and you kept Peraza around. Even after you drafted George Lombard in the first round, you kept Peraza around. Why? Trade him then when he's a year younger. Why? Why is he sitting in the minors? I don't understand why they are just letting these guys waste away to a degree. I don't like the idea of it. Cashman needs to just really just make some moves, get contact bats for this team, solidify the pitching. You guys are close. You just need to help Judge and Soto. And again, maybe solidify that pitching a tiny bit. Outside of that, y'all are good. There's a reason why you're first in the AL East. There's a reason why you're 50-24. Don't forget who you are because you're on this losing streak. Cashman's got to go out there and get a contact bat. And arguably at this point, I wouldn't mind a new closing pitcher. I won't lie. I know how great Clay Holmes has been for the most part. Maybe it's just very recency bias because of the blown save and just all that. But I don't know if I trust Clay Holmes a ton, if I'm being completely honest. I'm not loving the eye test. So I do want to know what you guys think about all of that, including my little Clay Holmes tidbit to end it. Also, most importantly, did you guys like my hat flip earlier? Completely improvised. All right, no, but for real, guys, I hope the Yankees can make some moves, kind of really get this team back on track as the contender they're supposed to be. Get a contact bat, use Peraza, use Will Warren, use Augustin Ramirez. Your catchers are set, so don't let Augustin Ramirez sit around for years in minor league baseball the way that you did with Oswald Peraza, despite knowing that Anthony Volpe was your guy and also drafting George Lombard. I don't understand why they did that. I don't get it. Frankly, I'll never get it. But guys, I want to hear from you, so let me know in the comments down below. Like this video, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Have a phenomenal day, guys. Late night Yankees, baby. Go Yanks.